welcome to Iacon Underground Radio for the week of April 27th, 2016. This is Jen.
And Alex.
And David.
So this week our feels are being doubly tested. We have both a new issue of More Than Meets the Eye and a new issue of Sins of the Wreckers.
Yay, Wreckers is back.
Yay! So, and we're going to try to discuss them without going off on half-hour divergent plot things and chattering about random things.
Yeah, I need like a timer to install somewhere.
We'll see how, that's the funny thing is the point of this was to make like a fairly reasonably length news podcast, and we fail.
Well, the last few weeks have been BotCon stuff, so it's understandable we've run over, but we won't do that this time. Oh.
Yeah, BotCon is huge. So fortunately, to that end, we don't have a whole lot of news to discuss, but first I would like to start with a very important correction to our last podcast, which it was brought to my attention on Twitter that actually we discussed the Transformers the movie score, how it was put out on CD at BotCon 97 through 3H, and how it was amazing and yet not something that one could actually get for a while. But it was eventually pointed out to us by Jeremy Dennis on Twitter that it is available specifically through Vince DiCola, which is even better. And not only is it available on CD, it is also available on delicious, delicious vinyl. So you can go to our Twitter account at IaconUG, and I'll retweet that again once the podcast is available, and I'll go ahead and put a link to that on our webpage on our blog, which is iaconunderground.net. And if you're so inclined, you can go purchase that. If you do not have a copy of it, it's amazing. It's some really, really incredible music from Vince DiCola for that movie. So other than that, there's, what do we even have for news this week, guys? Not a lot.
Oh, nothing I really remember that stood out. Like,
Victorion has been found at retail.
In
which retailer?
Target?
Target.
Yeah. Some store in Seattle, I think it was.
Oregon, I think.
Somewhere.
Or was it Seattle? Somewhere in the Pacific Northwest where none of us live.
Yeah. So it's coming out, and it's coming out in Target, so I should at least be able to find it in the stores.
Yes.
Around here.
Maybe if you're lucky you can get one on clearance. Because they are also good at clearance.
Yeah. Was there other news?
I'm thinking really, we're hitting one of those post-big news week lulls here, as far as news goes.
Big news month. Well,
yeah.
Spaces. Nothing.
We haven't gotten any further information about HasCon yet.
Nope.
We don't have any new toy stuff.
Not really.
People who have ordered Masterpiece Ratchet are finally getting them, so you can go on the interwebs and find those all over the place.
Masterpiece. There was a teaser image that Takara put out for a new Masterpiece.
Yes! The gayest image.
Yes, it's a silhouette holding, what's his name?
Red Alert.
Red Alert. Red Alert is always paired with Inferno.
That's specifically a reference to the end of a G1 episode.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, I can't believe I'm forgetting the name of that because that's one of my favorite episodes and I'm just having like a complete brain fart on it. I'm gonna have to look it up. Wait, I'm on it. Come on, TF Wiki.
If they do make Inferno, they'll eventually make Grapple, probably.
Auto Berserk. It's specifically a reference in here. I'll share with our friends here a link to the picture on the TF Wiki. But yeah, if you go to the TF Wiki page for Red Alert, for G1 Red Alert, actually the picture is on there, and it's the gayest thing ever, and I love it. which is after, the whole episode is about Red Alert going crazy. And at the end, he ends up needing to be rescued, and Inferno goes in there and rescues him and carries him out. And it's
shiperific.
Yeah.
It's so great. It's absolutely wonderful. So that was the teaser picture they put up, which I think they're doing, anime Red Alert. Basically a more cartoon accurate, Masterpiece Red Alert.
Yeah.
And on Takara's webpage for him, they had this picture with the silhouette of Inferno carrying Masterpiece Red Alert, which honestly, that's the selling point right there, is just to have the two of them. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And yeah, like you were saying, that's something that definitely opens the door for more redecos. Maybe they'll do an art fire, but we're apparently never getting a stepper, so.
We've gotten enough steppers over the years.
I guess.
And the only thing that was really the appeal of stepper in the past was you couldn't get one.
Yeah. Honestly, yes. He's got a cool deco, but yes, the cool thing about him was really that you cannot have him. Yes, Japanese exclusives. So, gosh, is that all the news we have?
It's that, and even that is vagueness. It's like, there's probably some other little things, dribs and drab that passed us by. Because it's, this past week was the 20th anniversary of Beast Wars, somebody, what was it? Well, the Wiki's Twitter relinked some pictures of the story Bible from Beast Wars. I think it was from, they got it from Unicron.com?
Yeah, Unicron.com. Yeah, they posted some big chunks. Cause I was going to go through that and see if it specifically mentioned Shidor having weird prophetic dreams.
Yeah, cause that's come up way too many times.
Yes. But, yeah, I think that's it. People have Ratchet now. You can go on the internet and type in Masterpiece Ratchet review and you'll get 1,000,000 billion results. And that's about it. So, what are we gonna talk about first? Gonna talk about More Than Meets the Eye first?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Cause the second one surprised us that it was here already. But, yes, the normal, the Lost Light, the troubles they have. Oh, the troubles.
Yes. So, where we left off last issue was Ratchet and Drift showing up to save everybody. We see Kaon basically 10 punches the pet, and Kaon freaks out. Trying not to curse there. He freaks the frack out. And, so as there's a disruption in the attacking going on while everybody's like, why is Kaon freaking out? Toonces the driving cat comes with Ratchet and Drift. Yes. That was my favorite response people have had to the preview pages, is everybody getting excited about Ravage flying the spaceship.
Who is driving
so,
the spaceship?
Ravage snuck off.
Well, it's a thing he's canonically done a few times. Most notably in Beast Wars.
It's true.
So I couldn't help but read him as in a Russian accent.
Well, he's definitely doing it as a cat here with his paws up on the controls.
Yeah.
So I love Ratchet. I love Ravage in here. I love how he's just like this guy who happens to be a cat. And you know, there was one panel where he was at Swerve's drinking Energon out of a bowl. And that was just a thing. So he shows up. He saves Ratchet and Drift and what is left of 10 at least. He's in pretty bad shape.
Well, they repaired 10 from a pile of scrap originally, so it shouldn't be that hard to fix him again if they have time. They have a couple medics on hand now, or will. But yeah, anyway,
and
Megatron.
And not, not the like intern that they've had so far. I love Velocity, but she's so out of her league here.
She's fully trained.
So meanwhile,
the she came from, but, you know.
yeah, and she did graduate. So meanwhile, we've got Megatron talking to Tarn, and man, this is getting drawn out as to who Tarn is.
Yeah, I really don't want to know at this point, although
It's clearly leading up to a reveal.
Yeah, it's clearly leading to a reveal, and it's more hinting at who our prime suspect is, who was Roller.
Yeah, I'm definitely leaning towards the Roller hypothesis because, for instance, you know, he's talking about how Megatron basically turned him to his side to prove a point, and
he's hooked on Nuke.
Ah, yeah, that's a good point too, that Roller was always juicing.
Yeah, he was always juicing.
Get it? Cause it was juice box.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Well, there's that, and Nuke just makes me think of RoboCop 2, but.
Yeah, that too.
Makes me think of the guy from, the season of Jessica Jones.
Oh, yes. So yeah. Tarn is probably Roller, but we're not going to find out for sure yet. So Megatron is talking to him and having regrets and being all chatty about it, and then Tarn is just like, I'm done, I'm punching you. And he says, I just hope you realize that I'm doing this because I care. Which is, yeah, that's... But Megatron won't fight back because Megatron is a pacifist now.
Well, he's a pacifist, but he's also saying he's a pacifist because the fool's energon they've been giving him to weaken him.
He does suggest that, yeah.
And then, what is the line? The thought of anyone tampering with my mind used to terrify me. But if prime chemicals keep me in line, then maybe that's a good thing. I'm better like this.
Mm-hmm. And then Tarn says, no, you're better dead.
Did he just blow? Yeah, he does blow him up. But is it bringing up an interesting thing?
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely take what's going on with Megatron as sort of a metaphor for psychiatric medication in general.
Very much so, yeah.
And this definitely makes it sound more like, you know, on the pro side, which kind of I would hope most responsible things would be, because as someone who's dealt with that topic, that's, you know, there's a lot of that kind of pressure to be like, oh no, it ruins who you are and all that, when, you know, it can also make you better at being who you are. So anyway, but Tarn is clearly the bad high school influence friend who says, no, don't take your meds, and shoots him up.
But he gets interrupted because of the worst high school friend.
Oh my god. I flipped the page here and I was just like, ah!
I know.
No,
oh, I made such noises. Such happy, delighted squeeze.
It's Mr. Lips himself, Overlord.
Yes.
Survived. Because he heard that someone was beating up on Megatron.
And that's his job.
And he wanted a piece of that.
Yeah. Nobody kills him but me.
Yeah. And he literally says, if anyone's going to kill Megatron, it's me.
Okay, so I guess while the time he was missing and getting repaired, he was watching old episodes of Dragon Ball Z?
Maybe. That really seems like right up his alley, actually.
Why was he getting repaired? He was just blown out of an airlock in a escape pod.
Yeah,
he didn't have anything to repair.
Like this.
Well, he was damaged, but he wasn't as damaged nearly as badly as he was at the end of Last Stand of the Wreckers, where he was just a skeleton.
Or nearly as badly as the alternate universe Overlord of the Decepticon Justice Division did kill.
Yeah.
Which is why they are very surprised to see him.
Yes. Like, we thought we killed you. And the thing is, Overlord's not even like, why would you guys think you had killed me? He's just like, I got better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, keep in mind that Overlord is like super powerful and impervious to lots of damage, so, I mean, something that would kill, for instance, Rewind would leave him damaged, but probably not kill him very much at all.
Yeah.
So, yeah. he's looking good. He's got his big, manly lips. He's doing okay. So, back at the fortress, we've got, everybody's sort of, tending to the newly arrived, Ten and Ratchet.
There is something I wanted to note about the, Tarn Overlord fight. The
Yes.
part where they both turn into tanks and kind of try to do a one-upsmanship of each other.
Yeah, that doesn't, that's impressive. Cause that's only half of Overlord, his bottom half that is bigger than Tarn in tank mode.
A, that is so cool. B, Overlord looks remarkably toyetic.
Yeah.
Like, that looks like we are getting Overlord in the near future.
Well,
but it's
think
not
we
really
probably are.
Well, we are, but it's not really that different from when Roche was drawing in Last Stand of the Records, because it's basically just the G1 toy with more greeblies and articulation.
Which was very
True.
toyetic.
Yeah.
Though that's actually a couple pages on.
Yeah. That's after the meeting. That's after Ratchet and, Velocity have a talk, and she basically just insults Ratchet. It's like, wait, you're not the grumpy old sourpuss, are you? I just made a bad first impression.
Oh,
She
come on.
inserts her foot directly into her mouth.
Yeah.
Like she unscrews her foot from her leg and shoves it in lengthwise. That's how badly she shoves her foot in her mouth.
Like Ratchet's never heard that before.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think next issue she's gonna say something about it again, and he's gonna say, "I took it as a compliment."
That is really Ratchet.
I do appreciate that Ultra Magnus is the one. I mean, I realize that part of that is also that Ultra Magnus is probably the only one strong enough too. But Ultra Magnus is the one tending to Ten and carrying him off to be taken care of because they're friends.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
the Drift Ratchet thing at the beginning, I also really loved one line Ratchet had. I fight better when I'm annoyed. Say something inspiring.
yes, that was really good.
Yeah.
Ratchet. So speaking of Drift, speaking of people being gay with Drift, Drift and Rodimus have a sort of, I guess, discussion.
Small bonding ritual again. Sitting on the floor, polishing their swords. Well, Drift is polishing his sword, and it's innuendo. Yeah.
I think any conversation that includes the phrase, but that's not what your eyes are saying, is plenty gay.
That is pretty gay. And I try not to think about how Rodimus can cross his legs Indian style on the floor. With the physics there, that would hurt my brain if I think of it. Anyway.
So basically, though, Rodimus apologizes very earnestly, and Drift accepts his apology.
Yeah.
And then Rodimus assures him, "We're going to get out of here, okay?" And he's like, "No, I can tell when you're lying."
Yeah, he says, "Thank you, but that's not what your eyes are saying." Oh man, guys. These guys. I love them. They're so good. They're so good together. So yeah, they're fighting. Overlord has his super toy-looking G1E bottom half tank mode.
It just goes crump on top of Tarn.
Yes, it just smashes them. And so he talks about, Tarn is like, "You were dead, we crossed you off the list." Just as I was found. So, yeah, they don't seem to be picking up on each other's implication of the whole weird quantum loop duplicate thing.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, while they're fighting, Megatron has managed to crawl onto his Scooty Puff Jr. and he's making his way back to the base. He got on his pathetic little scooter, and he's yes.
They notice he's gone, and they're like, "He was nearly dead. He couldn't have walked off." And then Scooty Puff.
Yeah, he's just on the scooter.
If it was a cartoon, it would just be like he's slumped over and the Scooty Puff is weaving back and forth across the dirt road.
Making cute little space putt-putt noises.
So then we get to a moment between Rewind and Nautica that,
It's basically just Rewind trying to keep himself busy right before they're about to die when the sun comes down, and they're both filled with emotions. Him just trying to keep busy because he was arguing with Chrome Dome again because they wanted to shove each other in the teleport tube to send him away, whatever.
Yes, they got into a fight because they were each demanding that the other save himself.
Yeah.
Aw, Guy.
Well, that's all, but then Nautica's saying similar things that she's like going to confess to somebody that she likes, but she's not saying who.
Yeah, basically Nautica wants some clarification on how Cyberpatronians deal with the whole conjuncts Endura versus Amica, as in, whether you have to be one first and then the other, and Rewind's like, no, you only really opt for friend once you've ruled out Sparkmate. Yeah. Basically, yeah, what comes down to is that Nautica clearly is wanting to tie the, bond, I guess, go through with that. I assume that she wants to get endured to somebody.
Yes, but the thing is, who? That's the great question. That we could probably go on for minutes on end, but the possibilities are, there's Skids.
I'm calling this now. By the end of this arc, Skids is dead.
Yeah, it is likely that she likes Skids because characters are going to die that we care about, and her confessing to Skids or not confessing to Skids before he dies would be fittingly wonderfully horrible. Thank you, James Roberts, for torturing us.
Yeah.
See, this is why I'm calling Skids is going to be dead by the end of the arc, because
yeah.
I tend to be on the same sort of wavelength as James Roberts in a lot of my writing, and that is clearly what I would be leading up to here.
There's that, or she could also be, she likes Brainstorm.
Yeah, but I don't feel like she's as close to Brainstorm as she has been. Skids was the one carrying her off the exploding ship.
Yeah, well, yeah, but whatever. Or there's the third wacky possibility, Ravage. She's always trying to pet him.
It's true. She's obviously interested in him in one way or another. But I'm guessing, I'm gonna say Skids. I'm gonna say Skids. B, I'm gonna say that Skids is not making it out of this arc alive.
Nope.
He's kind of, we got that, the story of the memories that he had repressed. He's really, as far as his own character arcs go, he's really
kinda done.
Yeah, there could always be something new for him, but there's nothing that he's in the middle of right now.
There's no currently ongoing story for him, so him dying to save some of the others would be fitting.
Yeah, they've kind of gone through all the plot bunnies they set up for him, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna be crying over that because I really love Skids. So.
And then we cut back to the meeting of 3 really big Decepticons.
Yes, meanwhile, away from the fields, we have Deathsaurus Tarn and Overlord discussing things.
But not that far away from the fields.
Yeah, there are other fields. Just, they're discussing mostly whether Tarn is going to have it in him to kill Megatron.
Yeah.
But then Kaon comes in. Tarn is unhappy with Kaon for freaking out the way he did over the pet getting injured. Oh my god.
And taken away. He was on the ship.
Yeah. It's like,
that's right. They took him hostage.
Yeah, we can't attack the pet. The pet is there. We have to save the pet. And then Overlords you're the mighty DJD, a group of animal lovers led by a mollycoddled zealot. So he's just being his magnificent bastard self, taunting and golf flapping.
But then it's so screwed up, man. So yeah, I never realized that you cared for that creature as much as you do. Sorry, as much as you did. And then he rips Kaon's head off.
Yeah, no, Tarn rips his head off right after hugging him.
Yeah.
He hugs him.
And he crushes his head against Overlord.
Yes.
Yeah, to make a point, he crushes his head. And Nickel, I'm almost wondering if this is a turning point of some sort of Nickel, because she's like, what have you done?
I think it
like,
kind of
maybe, yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed to the idea of her as a character who's willing to go along with what's been going on with them, with the DJD, but when it gets to this point where they're doing it with each other...
Yeah, because she was inside their ship repairing them. She's their little medic. When they come back, She'd patch up their little bruises and bumps and missing limbs, but this is the first time she's seen one of them ripped apart in front of her, so...
Well, also the first time this is probably the first time, not in history, but at least the first time since she's been with them, since Tarn has executed one of them, basically, for not doing his duties properly. So yeah, she just gets a little moment there, but I'm wondering if that's a turning point for her, since she's newish to the team.
I think it is.
So it's interesting to see how that's gonna go. So then we end with Rodimus and Ratchet carrying Megatron off, and he's just got this massive hole
where his chest used to be.
And Ravage is walking along beside him, looking so worried.
Such a sad kitty face. And Megatron's still clutching the Autobot symbol that was blasted off his chest in his hand.
Yeah. So, the end.
Yes, the end.
Well, no, it's just about sunset. It's only beginning.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm actually surprised nobody died in this issue.
Yeah, they're just getting set up to die. Well, Kaon died.
I don't care about Kaon.
He's so cool though. He has no eyes and he's got those electrical things on his shoulders.
Yeah.
He had a pet.
Yeah. Like,
so, yeah.
Nobody else got
he's got a third party toy, which looks pretty cool. But yeah, I'm calling it Skid's gonna die.
Yeah, probably. Well, I figure quite a few of them are gonna die, or nearly die. Other than just Megatron having a hole in his chest, big enough that you could put a T-Rex inside.
Grimlock Round?
I was thinking of the other Megatron.
Oh, that too.
I figure there's going to be quite a few deaths and quite a few ambiguouses.
Yeah.
And honestly, I guess Skids might be in the latter category instead of the former.
I don't know. I'm calling Skids having like a first rewind, rewind 1.0 level death here.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody is gonna die really gruesomely at least. A few others are gonna probably look to be dead, if not fully dead. I figure at least half of them are gonna get more injured. Heavily injured.
Honestly, I'm gonna call that Ratchet and Drift and Rodimus and Rung will probably definitely make it out alive.
I'm not sure about Rung, but probably. Ratchet is definitely safe. Out of everybody, he's the one who will definitely live.
Rung is safe.
I'm going to say that Drift is safe by virtue of seeing Alex Milne saying on Twitter that his new design was meant for season 3.
Yeah.
But they had gone ahead and been able to use it a little sooner. So that sounds like Drift is meant to continue being there. Rung definitely falls into that category of a character who's got too many dangling plot threads.
I guess.
Yeah, we don't find out. He doesn't die until we find out what his alt mode is and why that matters.
Oh, right, yes. I forgot about that. Yeah, he's gonna be around for a while.
I feel like Nautica's got to survive because she's too... I don't know, she's not the token female anymore, but she is... I feel like she's a character who still has a lot of potential.
Yeah.
This is the equation. There's like there are these laws that go into play with these sorts of things, is that how much story potential does the character have left versus how much story potential is there in them dying?
Yeah. Yeah, there's
and
more
when
story
one
potential
outweighs
in
the other, that determines whether they live or die. Unless you're George R.R. Martin, who just kills off people who still have plenty of story potential left, and that's why it comes out.
Yeah. Skid's probably dead. Brainstorm, maybe living, not sure. Magnus? I think he's dying. Or Minimus is dying, I think.
Could be. I know that the next issue cover is Minimus and Nautica and Skids.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Skids. Poor Skids. I like him so much.
He's done a lot. He's suffered in his life.
At least he's got to be in things.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked him back in the old days. I always thought, I want to ask James Roberts at some point if the whole thing when Skids first showed up about him having amnesia was a play on the fact that everyone forgot Skids even existing in G1.
Possibly.
To the point where it was a plot point in the UK stuff that they had forgot to bring him back after from Limbo, and he just got left in Limbo for a couple of years. And then he came back and there were like monsters after him. So it's like to the point, I mean, in the G1 cartoon, I totally forgot he was ever in the G1 cartoon until I went back and, watched them again. In the G1 comic, yeah, he was forgotten about for years.
Yeah.
As someone who hasn't read that much of the G1 comic, the, original Marvel G1 comic, when I think of, 80s Skids, the only thing that comes to mind is getting a car wash.
That's all he did.
He had one issue, which was enough to make me really, really like him. But other than that, he was just forgotten about.
Yeah, occasionally he'd be in a group shot and, hey, the little guy's still there. Little minivan.
Nobody, he didn't show up in, really, I don't think he showed up in any sort of Neo G2 or Neo G1 stuff until he got brought into More Than Meets the Eye.
Yeah, I guess because he was a later edition car from the originals.
He was his toy was the first Transformer to be short-packed.
Oh!
Because even Hasbro knew that no one in America knew what the hell a Honda City Turbo was.
Yeah, I just figured it's a little minivan. That'll do.
No, it's not.
I love it.
It's Honda City Turbo.
Oh!
So yeah, he was...
I thought of a crazy idea that might save Skids.
Mm-hmm.
If Ravage pushes him into a well saying, take care of Nautica. The circle is complete.
Yes. Ravage pushes Skids into a well. It's beautiful. Because you see it at the end of that G1 story, Skids pushed Ravage into a well.
And then Ravage was gone for 50 issues.
Ravage also just disappeared forever and was forgotten about, but fortunately he was memorable enough in other media to be remembered by people.
Yeah, so, good issue. More
this issue 21, I think, of the Marvel G1 comic.
Although based on the next time, I don't think next issue is going to be the finale of this story. I think it's going to be the emotional payoff, but not the action payoff.
I think 55 is officially the last issue of the arc.
Yeah.
It's 54 next issue, or was this 54?
This is 52.
52. Oh, so we got 3 more.
We've got plenty of time to get our hearts broken.
I'd expect 55 to be the fallout from it.
Yeah, so 54 will probably be nothing but fighting.
Oh man.
Nothing but death everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh. Skids!
Oh.
Why did your fate have to be sealed by having someone deeply emotionally invested in you? Why? He might as well have just said he was 2 days from retirement.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, it's possible that he's not who she's talking about, but as soon as I read that, I immediately thought of that panel of them ballroom dancing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Alright.
So, let's move on to our other comic of the week. Everybody Hates Prowl, aka Sins of the Wreckers number 4.
He's so hateable, too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we are finally back with Sins of the Wreckers. It's very exciting.
After a 3-month break, we have Nick Roche again. Yay! Oh, gorgeous art.
It is. And the colors, Josh Burcham's colors are really good.
Yeah.
So we start with, of course, he's got, Tarantulas has Springer and RC and Roadbuster hooked up to the machine that draws their guilt out, and we find out that Roadbuster, back in the day, was a serial killer.
Well, he was training cadets, but he was being talked to by a giant face mountain thing that was telling him to beat the shit out of him and stuff the cadets in a hole.
Who he thought was Mortalus, who is basically a death deity.
Yeah. But then Prowl comes and arrests him, and then we cut back to where they're being sucked into the chairs by Tarantulas in all his cackling glee.
He's so good. And yeah, Tarantulas admits that, hey, you remember that? That was me telling you to do that.
Yeah.
Because I needed some bodies for an experiment, and so I convinced you were hearing a god telling you to kill them. And he's like, that's fucked up, yo.
Yeah.
And so yes.
And
also there's a Pharma cameo, which is...
Oh yeah, it's Pharma. Yeah, and it turns out one of the cadets that Roadbuster was beating to almost death was Hubcap.
Yay! Hubcap, who, it turns out, is an outlier. He can boost and block communication signals. Also, he has been working for Tarantulas all this time.
Damn you, Hubcap.
Dun dun dun.
Well, and damn you, Tarantulas.
He was too
That
precious.
goes without saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too. He was too precious to live.
Speaking of too precious to live, Verity.
Oh man. So Verity, they don't say it in too many words, but basically, yeah, hanging around Cybertronians, plus probably more importantly, being present during the sudden violent download of Aquidus, gave her basically full body cancer.
Yeah, robot space cancer.
They don't put it in so many words, but I mean that's I can't really think of anything else that it could be considered.
She's dying of a thing.
Yes, she's dying. So Prowl says, Verity, maybe you should have just asked me to help, and she was like, screw you, I'm not asking you to help, you're a jerk. Instead of blackmailing me, maybe you should have just asked. And
but
she
you're
basically
proud,
verbally gives him the middle finger.
Oh, and apparently Hubcap's been collecting blackmail on Prowl for centuries because Hubcap hates Prowl because everyone hates Prowl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hubcap hates Prowl because Prowl got Roadbuster freed and handed him over to Impactor. I mean, that's basically the root of it, is that he got this guy who tried to murder him freed.
Yep.
Because Prowl's a horrible robot.
Yeah. And, I love that Verity's motivation here can basically be summed up as, I'm dying, so at least I can fuck Prowl up.
Yeah.
Pardon my French.
It's true.
So, Tarantulas and Prowl engage in fisticuffs.
Well, Tarantulas engages in fisticuffs on Prowl's face.
Yeah. It's pretty satisfying.
Well, Prowl admits that Osteros, the life Tarantulas created, isn't on a farm upstate.
Yeah. He was not sent to a farm. He killed him. Now, to be fair, we don't necessarily know how true that is.
No, that is pretty obviously Prowl lying to piss off Tarantulas, so he'll beat him up and not stick him in the brain guilty thing. Because then we find out who the little weird baby thing was turned into.
Oh, man.
Springer.
It's gonna be interesting.
So
meanwhile, Probably Springer. Meanwhile, Cup gets in touch with Prowl through his head communication thing and tells him, okay, we're going to come save you, but not because we like you. He wants to make it very clear that it's not because they like him.
Because no one likes him. They come to save him by wedging the Wrecker's spaceship, the debris, through the portal they had buried in the spaceship.
Basically, they're going to shove the Wrecker's spaceship, space station base thing into the noise maze, which is going to make it collapse, because that's a lot of something to be shoving in there.
Just crash it into the thing, that'll work.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty Wreckers kind of plan.
Yeah, it feels like a 2000 AD kind of plan to me.
Yeah, that too. It's not quite on the Warhammer 40k level of just dropping a starship on a person you don't like, but it's definitely up there.
Close.
So yes, the other Wreckers head out to try to rescue Prowl, much to their own chagrin, and the Tarantulas' animal robot dissidents.
The Mayhem Attack Squad.
Yes, the Mayhem Attack Squad. They are going to come and fight Wreckers for him, even though they also want to make it clear that it's not because they like him.
No.
Everybody wants it to be clear that they're not helping either Prowl or Tarantulas because they like them, because nobody likes them.
No.
So, there are continued fisticuffs. RC, Springer, and Roadbuster and Verity get released. They head out to do some fighting.
They're given their weapons, which they predict is a trap.
Yeah.
Yeah, but RC says it's the kind of trap she likes. It's her kind of trap. It's one they're ready for. So yes, the Wreckers fight the Mayhem Attack Squad in some really lovely psychedelic, crazy,
gorgeous, weird, trippy backgrounds with lighting or contrasting color fun. And there's a wondrous homage to an old G2 panel.
Yes, that's right.
Everybody's favorite G2 panel.
Yes.
Jumping out of the sky.
Oh,
so good.
So yes, they're jumping out of the sky there, out of their ship into the noise maze. But
then the Mayhem Attack Squad portal/ship/team member, Tidal Wave, decides he's bored, he's tired of being left out of the action, so he literally turns himself inside out to enter the noise maze.
Yes, he's shoving his fists through the portal, and the portal was I think located somewhere in his crotch.
It's inside him, yeah.
Yeah, so he's shoving himself through himself to get in. Oh, the quantum mechanics madness, it's delicious.
I love that it's just him doing this because he's being stubborn.
Yes.
Not for any good reason.
You guys never let me fight anything. You always do it. I'm always stuck in the water because I turned into a whale. Well, screw that. I'm coming through.
I mean, to be fair, Armada Tidal Wave was pretty much an idiot anyway. I mean, the sort that often spoke of himself in third person. So, yes, he's just being dumb and belligerent. And besides, he's gonna come in too, and he's another thing that is too large to have any business being in there.
He's smarter and dumber at the same time.
Yeah.
He's Mongo.
Yes. Yes.
He has no common sense.
Tidal Wave just on in Game of Life.
So, RC and Springer, etc., they show up to punch Tarantulas a bit. I love that when RC comes in, she says, we've got violent tendencies and serious issues with guilt. Is this the right room?
Certainly the right comic.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of punching. It's pretty cool.
And then we
kicking.
Cut back to the outside Wreckers with debris and Tidal Wave yanking himself through, and we get to finally see him in all his robot mode glory, which does just look like Armada Tidal Wave with bits of whale glued onto it.
Yeah.
Which is perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
I could still use that toy. I have it on top of my a shelf over my computer. He's adorable.
Yep. And then he kicks Impactor. Exactly where Impactor wants to go, which is like the top floor of Tarantula's base.
Into the tower. Good job. But first he steps on Karnavac.
Yeah.
Because apparently he's just not paying attention to where he's walking.
Well, he's like 200 feet tall or more.
Yeah,
Probably a lot more.
he's a big dude. So inside, they're having a big fight, and Roadbuster starts giving one of those sort of speeches that makes you go, uh-oh.
Yeah, he's giving a Wrecker's speech is what he's doing.
When you think of me, all I want you to remember is I was your friend. And they're basically like, no. No.
Yeah, so he drives into Tarantulas while Tarantulas is using his leg guns. Spider leg guns.
Yay!
That's
Spider
nice to
leg
see.
guns.
And shoulder guns.
He drives right out through a window with Tarantulas clinging to the front of him.
Which is a nice action movie scene, but it's also, these are giant robots, that's not gonna kill him.
Well,
We'll get to that.
yeah, I guess, to be fair, it does make it a little melodramatic of the others to be like,
Yeah, let's do that.
that's so tragic and sad, but as we'll find out, yeah. So, speaking of people getting killed,
Yeah.
Hubcap is leading Prowl along, and then he turns and realizes that Prowl is pointing a gun at him. And basically, Hubcap knows too much, and Prowl feels that he needs to be killed. And so they chat about it until Impactor shows up
Yeah.
and shoots Hubcap.
Just shoots Hubcap anyway.
It
Like, yeah.
seems like Prowl almost has a change of heart before that.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Hubcap manages to plead for his life well enough that Prowl probably wasn't going to kill him then. But Impactor shows up and just, nope, bloom. He knows way too much about us.
Yeah, which is, like as he says, there'll always be guys like me who come along and pull the trigger when guys like you find they can't.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Impactor basically is like, damn it, Prowl, here. And he just shoots him.
Yeah, damn it, Prowl, this is your fault.
Yes.
I had to kill him because of you. And then we cut back to, hey, Roadbuster survived the crash. Oh, where's Tarantulas?
As we found out previously, Tarantulas can change size. He can become very, very small.
Yep.
He can get into Roadbuster's head.
Literally.
And then he can enlarge himself and make Roadbuster's head explode.
Which is this the most disgusting thing any Tarantulas has ever done?
It's up there.
Top 5.
Yeah, top 5.
I think it's up for visually the most disgusting at least.
Yeah,
Yeah.
visually, definitely.
But to be fair, I mean, the previously Tarantulas was somewhat, stifled by being in a kids show.
Yeah, he was implied he ate rats and other various things of giant size. But he made the creepy noises off screen, not on screen. So yes, he has more freedom to explode guts, well, energon fluid and head parts on page than he did in the cartoon, but still, that's up there. Oh, Tarantulas, you horrible monster.
Yeah. So
There's also creating Black Arachnia for the list of
Yeah, that's like number 2.
really creepy things.
yeah.
His creating and relationship with Black Arachnia is definitely a number 2 in grossness. but that's more a slow shiver down your spine grossness.
Yeah.
That's fridge logic, you.
Yeah.
So, RC and Springer and Verity catch up with Prowl and Impactor, and they're like, Prowl, you didn't. And Impactor's like, I did it. Look, okay, I killed him. So, of course, Prowl has a plan, and that plan involves basically doing crazy things with physics to, get the noise maze to be destroyed.
Moreover, turning Tidal Wave into a giant, a remote detonated bomb set off by turning back into beast mode, so that when Karnavac tries to force him back into beast mode, he'll explode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Karnavac can make people change modes.
So he was stepped on, but he's not dead, hopefully.
No. He had the chance to say, so embarrassing.
Oh, yeah.
Once he was stepped
Yeah.
on. So they continue escaping, sort of, I suppose, Transformers the movie inside Unicron style.
Yeah,
They're
only
going to the base.
with more spider webs. And
Yes.
And Verity implies that Tarantulas might have done something to her because her body doesn't hurt anymore from space cancer.
Yeah. Yeah, they, one of them says that Verity's too sick to deal with all this, and she's like, actually, no, I'm not. And yeah, Tarantulas had said that, he scanned her, and that was what determined that it wasn't just being around Cybertronians, but specifically being around that one incident with Aquatus. But it seems like, I don't know, we don't know if he fixed her. He may have cured her cancer, but we don't know that that's all he did because,
Yeah, it's Tarantulas.
Yeah.
This is a guy who's turned Transformers inside out and wrapped fleshy skins on Transformers.
Well, he also says as much in the final panel of the issue.
Oh, yes.
He's done, by the time this is over, he'll have done something weird to everyone, not just Verity.
Yeah. He says, Prowl, he's done something weird to me. And he says, please don't think you're special, blood bag. By the time this is over, I'll have done something weird to everyone.
And then he makes that creepy, lip-licking noise Alec Willows does.
Yeah.
In my head. It doesn't actually say it on panel, but it's implied.
That's the weirdest thing about this entire comic. There is no actual panel of Tarantulas laughing in a dialogue balloon, but you keep hearing it in your head, because we've been watching Beast Wars all over again. So Alec Willows just keeps laughing at us.
Alec Willow's lethal laughter.
And that last line is really one of Tarantulas' best lines ever.
Yes. I do have to say, though, that if I were to actually hear Alec Willows deliver the line about want to see something naughty, I would there would not be enough brain bleach in the world.
Yeah.
Oh.
Actual Alec Willows sexual innuendo.
Oh man, now I want an audiobook version of this comic.
That would be great.
Be amazing.
So, that's Sins of the Wreckers.
Yeah. Next issue, more fighting against Tarantulas, and maybe the Noise Maze will implode and kill some people with it.
So, I feel like, again, I kind of feel like RC has a very similar exemption to Nautica, and that, at this point they have few enough female characters that they can't really go killing them all off.
Well, that plus...
Also, she's still in RID.
Yeah. Doesn't this actually happen before her in
does.
RID? Or is this happening after? I forget when it was supposed to be in continuity.
I think it would... Before. I would hope that it would be after, because then you have stuff like that spoiling who might live and who might die.
Either way, yeah, RC's definitely surviving. Prowl, because he's a bastard, is surviving. Springer's already been dead kinda once.
Prowl needs to die.
I don't think
Prowl needs to die.
Yeah, but I think if they killed Prowl, it would be in the main series, or one of the main series.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. That seems like an event to me.
Yeah, I guess it is.
Like an event where you have, big parties and you run advertising based on it.
Yeah, so... Okay, Guzzle's probably dead.
Yeah. I feel like Springer's got to live just because he already escaped death pretty impressively once.
Yeah.
Impactor, I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's up in the air, because everybody loves Impactor, but Impactor's original thing in the old G1 UK Marvel Comics was, he dies.
But he got killed.
Yeah, he dies so Springer can take over his job, so...
Well, he dies so Springer can feel bad.
But yes. So...
On the other hand, at this point, he's the Wolverine of the Wreckers. Even more so than RC is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're not gonna kill off Cup, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, they've done that before.
Could be. Yeah, so Impactor's 50-50, no way of knowing. Cup, who knows. Guzzle, Guzzle's gotta die.
Probably gonna die. I feel like Springer really needs to live. And Prowl, I don't know, man.
But he won't.
I feel like he really needs to die at this point, but yeah, I guess it's possible he won't. Stupid Prowl.
Well, he could always get dragged into whatever's left of the collapsing noise maze with tarantulas.
That sounds poetic.
That would be nice.
Yes. And then they can have to deal with each other forever.
Yeah. Yeah, because everyone hates them.
I love that both of them, their teams are like, okay, we'll come rescue you, but we want to make it very clear that it's not because we like you.
Yeah.
So great. So yeah, that's Sins of the Wreckers number 4. We've got one more issue.
Yep. We haven't seen Prowl in a few issues in RID. He showed up in 50, but he's been kind of scarce there for a while.
He was...
Was it 50? Oh yeah, he was. He was when Optimus was doing his message. He was on one of the little panels.
Yeah.
I mean, wasn't he imprisoned?
He was imprisoned earlier, but like he got into a fight with Optimus and Optimus chucked him out a window. They were having a scrap and then Prowl just ran away.
Yeah.
That wasn't like
that wasn't a great
or
Optimus issue.
Well, because it's Optimus. Optimus is a non-committal leader.
Yeah, but that was awful violent. I don't know. I'm
hoping that if Prowl doesn't die, something happens to him that is worse than death.
Yes. And I don't just feel this way because I associate heavily with Chrome Dome.
Maybe he'll get turned into an owl.
Oh my god, no. I don't know if we saw it, I don't know if we saw him in robot mode before, but we do see Stampy's robot mode in this issue.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate.
Yeah, we just saw his bunny mode, a couple issues ago.
Yeah, we saw that he was there, but we actually get to see Stampy's robot mode. Then he gets shot by Cup, and that's kind of sad, but maybe he'll be okay. I don't know.
And this is another long episode, seeming, although I guess I still have to edit the trumpet.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
good
then it's time to call it an end of the episode. Because we're out of comics. Yeah, it's been fun. I don't know that there's anything exciting out next week, so maybe we'll try to catch up on Robots in Disguise, or maybe there'll be something magically appearing on the comic shelves that catches us off guard, and we'll talk about that. Maybe there'll be some kind of huge news between now and then. Who knows?
I don't think there will be. There are no comic or other conventions anytime soon.
Shh. We're being hopeful here.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's it then. So until next week, this has been Jen.
And Alex.
And David.
And just a note that we are now available on the Google Play Music podcast service, so you can find us there as well as all the previous places. All right, that's it. Yay!
Goodbye.
Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Boop-ba-doop-ba-doop-boop.
I do have a crazy crackpot theory, having read Sins of the Wreckers 4.
Okay.
Not sure I actually want to share it on the show.
Well, you're welcome to share it with us.
Tarantulas turned Verity into Black Arachnia.
Well, I figured he turned her into something, but that would, goodness, my oh me.
I don't want to see Verity getting sexualized like that, but okay.
No. You never know.
I can still get behind that.
I was figuring he would turn her into a head Titan Power Master. What's this ever?
I figured he would turn her into a pretender, like a Master Force style pretender.
Oh, that's more gruesome. She just splits open and a robot comes out.
Huh.
And that robot is Black Arachnia.
Well, yeah. I guess there's that. There we go.